Yeah, Ashish.
Sir, I have three questions. If I'm allowed to ask three separate issues, three questions. I want.
Go ahead and ask
First,
what.
I wanted to understand what's the YSR Congress Party stand on this Google data center? You have given a long, detailed presentation, and you have shown the document that it actually came during your tenure. So, what's YSR Congress Party stand on the data center, and what are your concerns, if any?
I think since you've been part of this press meet, you've seen for yourself how this data center has been progressing. Nobody, in fact, we are the one who promoted data centers. In fact, it was during our regime that the foundation stone was laid. In fact, it was during our regime that with Google negotiations were taking place with Adani. In fact, it was during our regime that initiation was done with the Singapore government to have a submarine cable pass through 3,900 kilometers underneath the sea and reach and hit Vizag. So all this was during our regime, which was initiated. And now what is happening is it's only been a continuation of what has been initiated during our regime. That's it. So our entire emphasis on today's press meet was give due credit to the people who contributed. Most importantly, to the previous government, that is YSRCP government, to Mr. Adani, who's actually putting in 87,000 crores of rupees to bring Google to the state of Andhra Pradesh, who's actually putting in $10 billion of his money to bring Google to the state of Andhra Pradesh. So give credit, due credit to them. And give credit to the central government, give credit to the Singapore government who are facilitating the submarine cable, and also give credit to Google, who've been part of the whole envelope since 2022, and who also now partnered with Adani Group to become part of Vizag.
సార్ గ్రామ వార్డు సచివాలయ వ్యవస్థ అనేది దేశంలో ఎక్కడా లేదు, వారి వల్ల రాష్ట్రానికి ఆర్థిక భారం తప్ప మరొకటి లేదని చంద్రబాబు ఇటీవల అన్నారు. అంటే మీరు తీసుకొచ్చిన వ్యవస్థ కాబట్టి దాన్ని నిర్మూలించే కార్యక్రమంగా చేస్తున్నారని భావించవచ్చు.
గ్రామ వార్డు సచివాలయాల మంచితనం గురించి చంద్రబాబు నాయుడుకు అర్థం కావడం లేదు కాబట్టి చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారి పరిస్థితి ఇలా ఉంది. ఈరోజు గవర్నెన్స్ అన్నది ఎందుకు ఫెయిల్ అయింది అని అంటే దానికి ప్రధానమైన కారణం గ్రామ వార్డు సచివాలయ వ్యవస్థ ఫెయిల్ కావడం, వాలంటీర్ వ్యవస్థను తీసేయడం, పొలిటికల్ గవర్నెన్స్ను తీసుకుని రావడం, ఎన్నికల హామీలను ఈయన తూట్లు పొడచడం. ఈయనకు క్యారెక్టరు క్రెడిబిలిటీ లేదు కాబట్టి రాష్ట్రం ఈరోజు అతలాకుతలమైన పరిస్థితిలో ఉంది.
But you were saying Adani is doing it. But actually, how much is Google investing and how much is Adani investing? You given a number by Adani is 87,000 crores. Then how much is Google investing?
How would I know how much is anybody investing? Ultimately, you've seen for yourself the letter written by Google to our IT secretary, which was displayed to you, wherein the Google is requested the IT secretary Andhra Pradesh to allocate land to Adani and to the companies belonging to Adani Enterprises. And it is Adani Enterprises who would be putting in this kind of money, which is $10 billion, to build this entire infrastructure. And once this is built, Google will become a client. Google would become a partner who would be sharing that, who would become a client in this premises. So ultimately, if there is no submarine cable, ultimately if there is no data center, then ultimately there is no Google. So ultimately when all these things come up, then there is Google what would also be coming. See, what Google would be adding is giving them the technology. What Google would be adding is giving them probably the racks. If you are well versed with what happens in data centers, probably you would also be aware of what the term the racks are. And graphics processing units technology, and they also have TPUs, GPU technologies and TPU technologies, and probably they would be helping with bringing in technology into liquid cooling, immersion cooling technologies. Probably that would be the area where Google would be contributing, is what I'm presuming.
Sir,
This is what it is. What am I supposed to do? You can't. See, if you have any problem with Google not putting in any money, then that is your problem. So ultimately, all what we are bothered is whether Google is coming or not. See, whichever way Google comes, it is good with us as far as we are concerned.
Then why is Adani being so silent when it is being shrouded so openly then in that case?
See, I think these are the questions that you should ask Chandrababu Naidu. Why is Chandrababu Naidu not projecting? You should ask Chandrababu Naidu. He is the man in the governance. You should ask him. Why is he not giving these people due credit? When somebody is investing $10 billion to bring Google to the state of Andhra Pradesh, when somebody is putting in 87,000 crores to actually do this job, why are you not giving him due credit? You should ask Chandrababu Naidu why he is behaving like that. And that is the reason why no industrialist likes him.
Sir, if I can ask my last question, sir. Two incidents, sir. One shocking incident in Thuni, where one minor girl faced sexual harassment. In fact, a case was booked and accused died in police custody. If I can get a reaction from your party side, your side. And second incident in Tadepatri, sir, their local TDP leader, in fact, he comes out in public, threatens one IPS officer. On that, both the issue, if you can react.
See, the most important thing is why you should ask the question, why are these things happening? Why is a girl, a school-going child, why is she harassed? You should ask this question. And you should also ask this question, why is it that the TDP leader is threatening an IPS officer as well? Because the rule of law in Andhra Pradesh is political governance. That is the fundamental problem with this Telugu Desam party government. The moment you speak of political governance, then that means you are cutting off the teeth underneath the police. The police are no longer police. The police are mere spectators. And that is the reason why governance has taken a beating.
So, one last one, sir. I don't know how comfortable telling you this thing. Last time, the assembly issue in Tarvata, so Chiranjeevi garu oka press issue release chesaru. So, no one insulted me. In fact, I'm meeting Jagan ani. So, Jagan garu nannu insult cheyaledani cheppesi Chiranjeevi garu on record he released a press statement. So, ఆ తర్వాత పవన్ కళ్యాణ్ గారు దీన్ని చాలా హైలైట్ చేశారు, మా అన్నని అవమానించారని చెప్పేసి ఎంటైర్ ఫిల్మ్ ఇండస్ట్రీ వాజ్ కంప్లీట్ అగైన్స్ట్ యూ. ఎనీథింగ్ టు టెల్ అబౌట్ దిస్? ఏం జరిగింది ఆ రోజు? సో వాట్ మేడ్ ద కంప్లీట్లీ పోర్ట్రేయింగ్ యూ ఇన్ రాంగ్ వే?
పని పాట లేని కాన్వర్జేషన్ బాలకృష్ణ అనే వ్యక్తి తీసుకొచ్చాడు అసెంబ్లీలో. అసలు ఆయన మాట్లాడాల్సింది ఏంది? అసెంబ్లీలో ఆయన మాట్లాడాల్సింది ఏంది? ఆయన తాగి మాట్లాడింది ఏంది? అసలు తాగినోని అసెంబ్లీకి తీసుకొని అసెంబ్లీలో మాట్లాడిచ్చే కార్యక్రమం చేస్తున్నారు అని అంటే స్పీకర్కి బుద్ధి లేదు. తాగినోడు ఆ మాదిరిగా మాట్లాడుతున్నాడు అని అంటే ఆయన సైకలాజికల్ హెల్త్ ఎట్లుందో, అసెంబ్లీకి వచ్చి ఆ మాదిరిగా మాట్లాడుతున్నాడంటే ఆయన సైకలాజికల్ హెల్త్ ఎట్లుందో ఆయన క్వశ్చన్ చేసుకోవాలి. 200